Good evening. Thanks for joining me. This is Lyrics Codex. I'm Tom. And today we're talking about 5 scary songs because it's our Halloween special episode. So, the scary songs we're talking about today are about elements of the supernatural from artists who otherwise didn't really seem to cover that kind of material. But in the interest of the spooky season, they decided to. And in the same interest of the spooky season, we're going to talk about them today. Number 1 is The Legend of Woolly Swamp by the Charlie Daniels Band. Now, to be fair, Charlie Daniels Band has covered this topic before, or at least a variation of this kind of supernatural topic in their most famous song, which is The Devil Went Down to Georgia, about a fiddle match with none other than the Prince of Darkness, Beelzebub himself. So, this song is about a greedy old man who lives on Woolly Swamp. And what he does is he hoards his money and he buries it in mason jars around the swamp. Now, that might seem kind of odd. You might think, why would somebody do that? And, you know what Charlie Daniels' answer is? Fuck you. That's why. That's what he does. That's literally what he says. The lyrics to the song. Lucius Clay was a greedy old man, and that's all there ever was to it. So he buried his fucking money in mason jars. And then what happens is these white trash guys from down the way catch wind that old man Clay here got a bunch of money hidden around the swamp. They decide they're gonna come and straight up fucking murk this dude and take his shit. When they show up, they kill him, and they dig up the mason jars, and they attempt to take them. But what they don't realize is that the old man's vengeful spirit would get its revenge and turn dirt beneath them into quicksand and swallows them up. Now, the ghost of this old man haunts Woolly Swamp, keeping perpetual guard over his buried money. And if you ever try to go to Woolly Swamp to take his money, he's gonna fuck you up. He's gonna get you. Just leave it there. Leave it in the jars. Don't fucking touch it. Alright?
Okay? Don't touch it.
Number 2 is Home by the Sea by Genesis. It's sort of related to the burglar theme here. This song is about a burglar from whom Phil Collins sings the point of view, who breaks into a large, ornate, yet abandoned house by the sea to steal shit. When he gets in there, however, he finds a bunch of ghosts who are trapped in there, and they swirl all around him, and they regale him with stories of pleasure and pain, of heroism and loss. Basically, to quote the song, all the things that make up life. Now, understandably freaked out, our protagonist burglar tries to flee, but spirits then tell him to sit down. They then explain to him that he can't leave. Now that he's there, he's condemned to live the rest of his life and the entirety of his afterlife trapped there with them in the house. Eventually, he too will be condemned to the same fate of waiting for the next unsuspecting person to enter the house so that he can be one of the spirits who holds them down and does the same thing. So, the moral of these 2 songs, I guess, is don't burgle, because you might see a ghost. Number 3 deals with a very infamous someone whom I've already mentioned in this countdown, but unlike the other song, he is the sole focus of this song. You don't want to live down the road from him. So number 3 is The Old Man Lives Down the Road by John Fogerty. So this song is about a very, very evil old man who seemingly has some supernatural powers living down the road from the narrator of the song. He take the thunder from the mountain, he take a lightning from the sky, he bring a strong man to his begging knee, he make the young girl's mama cry. You gotta hidey hide, you gotta jump and run, you gotta hidey hide, the old man is down the road. Now, this is not just any old man. right? This guy seems especially evil. But when you look further into the lyrics, you really start to get an idea of just how bad this old man is. He's got the voices speaking riddles. He's got the eye as black as coal. He got a suitcase covered with rattlesnake hide. And he stands right in the road. The old man is the devil. So, you might want to move if he's standing in the road, and then he tells you, "Oh yeah, I live right down here." You don't want to get messed up with that. Alternatively, I think one thing you can do, I've heard people do this, is you fire like 3 shots into the air like every other day and keep property prices down. You try doing that. Who knows? I mean, the devil bought the house, right? It stands to reason he's got he wants to see his investment do okay. So you do that. Maybe the old man will move out by himself. He's gonna put that title right in his rattlesnake suitcase and go on down to the bank and sign it over to someone else. Next song on the list is one of my favorite songs. It's a little bit newer than the others. This song is The Birdman by Our Lady Peace. This song comes off their 1994 album Naveed, which was a huge success for them. Definitely a solid one you got to check out. But this song was the opening song on the album, and it features, again, a very strange guy as the sort of antagonistic subject of the song. Hopelessly, a man starts to feed your day. Once he was there, you never looked back. How did you think that his words might just fade away? He's harmless enough, so you let him in, and now you'll pay. I can't see him, but he's stalking my thoughts. So, as things progress with this song, this old man, who appears to ingratiate himself in our narrator's life, just by virtue of being harmless, obviously that implies that our narrator's feeling a little bit generous. Maybe he looks upon this old man with a sense of pity, but that turns out to be a very big mistake. All of your daydreams are a seesaw for him to play on. How do you feel when he calls your name? You can plug your ears, but it's not the same. How do you know when he pulls you back? So this old man becomes very needy and dependent. You can plug your ears, but he's still going to call your name because he needs you. He's taking advantage of you. Your thoughts are just things for him to fuck with. Because why? Well, let's keep looking. Maybe we'll see what his motivation is. How do you forget a stranger that plagues your days? We arm ourselves when there's nothing to fear, right? Wrong. How do you feel when he comes to pass? There's something there, but it's not quite right. How do you know? Does it make you mad? I feel him. I feel him close. When he comes to pass, when he finally does die, there's something there, but it's not quite right. The Birdman is still with our narrator. The Birdman never leaves. He's always close. So even in death, the Birdman still haunts our narrator. And our narrator is a cursed person for having let him in at all. The Birdman, of course, is, depending on how you want to look at it, I guess, what do you call this? Not a revenant. It's not a revenant. What the fuck is that thing? They're like the thing from The Grudge. What do you, it's like a parasite thing? I don't know. A poltergeist. That's what it, Jesus Christ. And I literally just on my podcast was talking about the movie Poltergeist. And then, God damn. Anyway. It didn't feel like a poltergeist. I thought poltergeists were just like the ones that knock shit over. Yeah, no, poltergeist is a noisy spirit, so it's not a poltergeist. I know there's a goddamn word for it. A spirit that's it's not revenge though. It's like a parasite. He's a parasite. So the Birdman is a parasite, and he's a parasitic person, and even after death, still spiritually he is a parasite. Now, whether or not our narrator feels him close because he's actually there in like some sort of ethereal realm creeping behind his shoulder, or if it's a mental thing where he just lives in his head forever. Who knows? There was something wrong enough with this man. There was something that corrupted the very sort of fundamental essence of our narrator's soul. And it seems as though it's just going to stay that way. The song offers no resolution to that end. God. Do you know how many hours I slept this week? Not fucking many. So, if I don't look very fucking happy in this video, it's not your fault. You know, Daddy's not mad. He just had a rough week. And if you make any extra noise, he's going to fucking lose it. We got to shout out Werewolf Bar Mitzvah by Tracy Jordan. So, Tracy Jordan, who you might remember from his 1998 Christmas album, or as a child cast member of the show Ray Ray's Mystery Garage, or perhaps you recognize his column in Ebony that's called Musings. A very eclectic guy. He's fairly successful at pretty much anything he touches. However, nothing could be as successful in being a truly bone-chilling song as Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Werewolf Bar Mitzvah. Spooky, scary. Boys becoming men. Men becoming wolves. I mean, the song kind of speaks for itself in that it's sort of a pastiche of all the scariest traits of all the other songs combined. It really just kind of unnerves me. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, to be honest. It's just fucking scary. If you want to check out some songs that are really scary, and I'm not just talking about normal songs by normal artists that happen to be about scary things, or even scary songs by normal artists. If you want to check out some truly bone-chilling music, even scarier than Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, which I know seems hard, check out this list here. I'm putting it there not because it's necessarily lyrical based. A lot of it has no lyrics, like The Caretaker has no lyrics. Suffice it to say, they're not scary because of the words. They're just fucking scary. Or maybe you'll think it's funny. I don't know. Some people think Bish Bosh there is kind of funny. Personally, I thought it was pretty scary, but you know, there is sort of a humor to it. When it hits, it's pretty good. So, I mean, you check that out if you want. Definitely hit me up on Twitter, blast_Tommy. Let me know what you thought of the list. Did you like this list? Did you think it was good? Did you think I did a good job explaining everything? Was there anything you wanted to hear more about? Was there anything with which you disagreed with me? Thanks for joining me today. I hope you had fun. It was a pretty fun list to shoot here. Happy Halloween. Fuck, I forgot to get candy. God damn it. Well, I'm going to get DP'd tomorrow. This is Lyrics Codex. I'm Tom. This was 5 scary songs for Halloween. You have a good day. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, Kitsu, you want me to die? You want me to die, Kitsu? Yeah, me too.